What's up, guys? Podcast from the deer stand slash. This is the big stand. It was raining, so I decided to come in. Went and checked some trail cameras. Wasn't feeling good at work, which works out great because it's still rifle season, and I haven't done any rifle hunting yet. It's been too hot. We fished last week, so that's what the podcast is going to be about. Is what is going on in the Glaize with the crappie? So everybody's catching real small crappie. I can't explain it. I'm not going to do any guesstimates or the reason why, but I do know this. If you get into a brush pile or a dock with a whole bunch of small crappie, you can sit there and try to weed them out, but you're better off just to move. Move to another laydown, find a different pile. Some of the black crappie that are bigger are shallower, so 8 foot, 6 foot. Not catching any right on the bank. I am catching some in docks very shallow, but they're suspended over channel swings or next to big rock transitions where the shad have moved up. And there's a lot of crappie suspended way up in the water column. So you might catch them 1, 2 feet down. They're very, very shallow. So if you're catching a bunch of small ones, move. Move till you find the ones that you're looking for. Now, there might be a giant mixed in with some 10 or 12 inches, but for the most part, they're schooling up by size. So if you're catching a bunch of non keepers and you want some 10 inchers, move. What are we catching them on? Anything you want. It's not a problem catching them. You can use a 1/8 right now, it's a little bit heavier, drops down on them quicker. You can, if you're using live scope, tends to get down there and you can hover it above them a little bit easier with a 1/8. 160, 1/16 works fine. 1/32 works fine. It just takes longer to get down there. If you want to really long pull them on those laydowns, especially the shallow ones, as you go up into the glaze, you got your long pole out, you know, put a 1/4 ounce weight on, bobber stop it, swivel, whatever you want to do, and then tie on your favorite little jig right underneath. Or minnows. Minnows always work great. So it is time to catch a lot of crappie. We've been catching a lot of crappie, and we're looking for places where they're mixed in with the white bass and the largemouth, so you can catch 3 different types of fish, maybe even an occasional catfish, and that is a lot of fun. So it's just going to get better and better. Water temps still in that 59 to 61 range. They really haven't dropped. It hasn't been getting that cold. We haven't had a real good cold snap. So it's been lingering about that 60-degree mark for at least a couple weeks. We need a good cold snap. We had some rain come in last night. We had bad storms this morning. So that's going to shake things up a little bit. It's going to make the water dirtier. If we get the water temp to slow or to lower, the water temp to lower and get some of the water flowing, I think we're going to have a turnover pretty quick. I thought last weekend that it might have started, but no, it really hasn't yet. So a turnover is coming, but it hasn't messed up the fish any, and we're not in a solid turnover yet. So that's coming. I don't know when yet, but something to keep an eye out for. The big thing all over the internet, messages, emails saying why so many small crappie. I don't know. I think it's going on all over the lake. Seems like the river bite, once you get above Four Corners, I think the crappie historically they're bigger up there anyway to me, but right now if you want to catch some big ones you need to be up there. You need to go up past Proctor. You need to get up there between there and Buffalo, all that region up there, those big flats where you got big laydowns and brush piles right on the main channel. They might only be in 6 foot of water, but they're holding big crappie. So if you want to get some big ones, get up in that region. Maybe put in at Wigwam. Do some crappie fishing up there if you're going for numbers. I mean, sorry, for big ones. Numbers and bigger crappie. The bass, the bass have been biting like crazy too, and they're small. You can catch two, three, four off a dock corner. I caught a bunch on a spinner bait just in the dock floats, in between the bank and the end of the condo docks, right in the middle. It seems like when they're set up on the floats that they're going to eat bluegill or shad, whatever the opportunity comes by them, but they're set up for that. So it's a lot of fun, just not catching very many big ones doing that either. The bigger bass have all came on top water. And it's very sporadic. The channel swing banks, big chunk rock, big boulders, big black boulders that stick out of the water a little bit or close to the surface, where you have the best banks have at least a 20 or 30 yard stretch of that before it transitions to pea gravel. And that's where the bigger bites are coming from. Buzz baits, big spooks, your super spook. If you have a vixen, you know, what else? Haven't really tried anything else, but I'm sure that a shower blows or a cane walker, something like that would work too. If you like a whopper plopper or chopo, you can do that. I just like for the wind to blow hard, and that has been happening. That happened a little bit on Sunday, and I didn't get any real good bites. I think I caught one small one, and it wasn't even a keeper. So that's not solid yet. We need the water temperatures to drop some more. So good things are coming. Deer season's here. There are bucks everywhere. Where I'm at, I wish that I could have culled through some of these bucks. That 4 point restriction really, really hurt me where I'm at. Here in north central Missouri, I have got a lot of cull bucks, and I'm not going to call them cull bucks. They're just smaller bucks that need to be harvested. And this year, I have the opportunity because a lot of them don't have 4 points on one side, or they have something crazy on one, and just that whole restriction thing kind of really messed me up here. But that's okay. We do have one buck up here. I need to harvest him, and I'm even though CWD has the testing is not mandatory, there's one that I'm a little bit concerned about up here. So if he comes through, we might do some testing. I'd hate to waste a tag on him, but um, I'm more worried about a good deer herd than I am. You know, I'm not. I just would like to get some deer meat. I don't really mind. I like big bucks, and I cannot lie, but that's not really why I'm here. Just I need to put some meat in the freezer, but I would like to get some tested now. I kind of wish I was up here last weekend. It was just too hot, and the fishing was way too good. So right now, get out there. Deer hunting today has been really slow. We just got here because I had to take off work, but um, wasn't feeling good. I'm feeling a lot better now that I'm up here in the stand. But um, if you wanted to stalk and walk through the woods today, it'd be perfect for it because it's been a little bit rainy, foggy. The ground is really soft. The leaves are wet. You could creep around and really have a good hunt. Really fun. It's a little hot though. It's a little hot right now. It's still in the 50s. We need a cold snap for the fishing and the hunting. But anyway, be safe, and I hope that everyone catches a big fish or gets the deer they're looking for. But for us this weekend, it is deer season.